Now let's get you our exclusive report. Already grappling with belligerent neighbors and a spate of accidents, the Indian Navy's most potent deterrent, the underwater arm, was looking at its most awaited project, the Scorpene submarine project, for some relief. But now question marks hang over the delivery schedule of the 6 boats which were to come under this project. The reason? The main French supplier, DCNS, has faltered on the delivery deadline agreed upon way back in 2012. The shipyard, which has borne the brunt of criticism for the delayed project, has now told headlines today that while it is ready, the French suppliers are not. Special correspondent Jugal Purohit, who's filed the story for us, is now with me in the studio. Jugal, explain the situation to us. We of course know that there has been delay and the Navy has come out and said that we are on schedule. The latest reaction coming in from the spokesperson over there, but still there seems to be some hang-ups.
Well, in the scheme of things, one must understand that the Navy is basically the customer. There is the French side, which is collaborating with the Indian shipyard, which is the Mazagon Dock Limited in Mumbai, and it's between the French and the Mazagon Dock Limited is where the ship is being built. Of course, as I said, the Navy comes at the end of the line. Navy is of course optimistic, and it has reasons to be, because the underwater arm of the Navy is in absolute dire straits right now. And what we understand as this particular contract for 6 extremely advanced Scorpene submarines was signed in 2005. The first boat was to have arrived in September 2012, and now we are talking exactly 5 years after, and the boat is nowhere around the scene. In fact, the deadline now says that September 2016 is when the first boat will come in. But what has essentially happened, and which is what we are reporting right now, is that all of this was decided on paper. This was a schedule which was worked out without any buffer or any time scale in between, and that's where the French side has faltered in essentially supplying the spares to the shipyard. And the shipyard, which for all these years has been criticized for being slow in absorbing the technology, has now told us that while it has readied the 6 hulls, the 6 boats, but what to fit inside is what's not coming from the French side, and sadly there are just no answers whatsoever.
Absolutely, Jugal. Now, from this detailed report that you'd filed with us, also give us a sense of, we are getting a sense in fact that this is not the only problem plaguing this project, is it?
That's right. Insofar as the submarine is concerned, even if one is to actually go by Navy's rather optimistic projection that they will meet the deadline, the fact is that this submarine, even as on date, does not have a contractor which will supply torpedoes. And a submarine without torpedoes is like, well, a tiger without teeth and claws, so that's the situation. Also, the submarine was supposed to be, the Navy was making up its mind about arming the submarine with a next generation technology called air independent propulsion. Even that right now isn't sure. The DRDO's laboratory is making this particular system, but insofar as the DRDO is concerned, they're saying we are going to try our best to ensure that we stick to the deadline, but are not ready to commit that they will do that. So essentially we are looking at a submarine which perhaps will come out with no torpedoes inside. If at all it is, then it will be a miracle. The Navy has to still sign the contract. After that, the manufacturing has to take place. So there are several issues, and the biggest pointer in this is that this was the only submarine project in 15 years, so they had ample amount of time to plan it well, and that's the only thing which they haven't done.
Right. So there could be a situation most likely that the submarines are ready, but the critical material, stuff like torpedoes, will be missing, and what good will that be? We'll have to really wait and watch what happens to this particular project. Jugal, thanks so much for joining us and sharing those details with us.